One scream-filled voicemail ended a $200 million franchise. One shoved producer got an A-lister banned for life. And one dead rat delivery had an entire crew ready to walk. Sounds like fiction, right? Well, it's not. These are just a few of the real-life nightmares that unfolded behind the scenes with some of Hollywood's biggest names. Stick around, because the next few minutes will flip every red carpet smile you've ever seen, revealing the shocking truths about the actors who made their co-stars and crew wish they'd chosen another career. You might think you know these faces, but trust us, you only know half the story. Number 10. Bill Murray. Bill Murray, the king of deadpan, the charming rogue, the guy who always seems like he's having a good time. But off camera, Murray's charm melts faster than snow in an LA heatwave once the director yells cut. His reputation for being, shall we say, unpredictable and difficult goes way back. Remember Charlie's Angels asterisks? Rumor has it he allegedly told Lucy Liu she couldn't act then, in a moment that sounds like it belongs in a different movie entirely. Headbutted her on camera, no less. Can you imagine the tension? The crew reportedly froze, caught between two titans and the studio. They just wrote him out of the sequel. Problem solved, right? Not quite. Fast forward to 2022, and it seems old habits die hard. Production on Aziz Ansari's film Being Mortal shut down mid-shoot. Why? Because Murray reportedly tossed a young female staffer against a wall in a playful, but clearly unwanted gesture.
Opinion with a woman I'm working with, I did something I thought was funny, and it wasn't taken that way.
The incident led to a quiet $100,000 settlement.
We're trying to make peace with each other. I think that's where the real issue is.
No charges were filed, and there hasn't been a big comeback tour. Instead, it's been a ghosted career. Stark reminder that even beloved icons aren't immune to the consequences of their actions. From Caddyshack to Groundhog Day, stories of his erratic behavior have always swirled. But this latest incident might have finally tipped the scales, proving that even a legendary sense of humor can't excuse a pattern of problematic conduct. Number 9. Jennifer Lopez. J-Lo. The triple threat. The global superstar. But if you're a crew member on one of her sets, don't expect to make eye contact. Lopez reportedly doesn't do hallways. Instead, she demands a rolling 30-foot velvet partition, so she literally never has to see a crew member's face. It's like she's living in her own personal velvet-lined bubble, totally separate from the mere mortals who make the movie magic happen. And her demands don't stop there. On the set of The Wedding Planner, she once allegedly refused to film until a helicopter, yes, a literal helicopter, was on standby. Why? In case she decided to leave early. The studio, desperate to keep their star happy, rented one. It sat idle for 6 weeks, collecting dust, while everyone else worked around her whims. So stars, probably with a mix of awe and exasperation, have reportedly dubbed it the invisible force field of Jennifer. While she might defend her behavior as a necessary part of maintaining her star power and professionalism, these kinds of stories certainly don't win you any popularity contests with the people who are actually building your movie set. It paints a picture of an artist so detached, so demanding, that her presence itself becomes a logistical nightmare for everyone around her. Number 8. Patrick Dempsey. McDreamy? More like McNightmare, according to whispers from the Grey's Anatomy asterisk set. By season 8, Patrick Dempsey's on-screen charm was apparently a stark contrast to his off-screen attitude.
No, it was really good. The therapist was really kind to me after that. It took me about 5 years to work through.
The prison has a therapist for you?
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, that was good. I had to stay away from him for quite a few years. But now I can kind of get close to him again.
Shonda Rhimes, the show's creator, reportedly caught him sabotaging production schedules, intentionally delaying filming so he could race his beloved Le Mans cars. Think about that for a second, holding up an entire multi-million-dollar production for a personal hobby. When writers, understandably, started trimming his screen time in retaliation. Dempsey's temper allegedly flared. He screamed at an assistant director loud enough to shut down the entire soundstage. Disney HR, no stranger to workplace drama, reportedly compiled a 50-page file detailing his escalating issues. The result? ABC fired him the very next week.
I don't want some lawyer keeping him alive on the basis that we did not give him a level of care.
You're pro-death penalty?
Pro-punishment.
The story goes that the crew, who had endured his antics for years, toasted his departure with red wine, and nobody shared. It's a pretty telling sign when an entire set breathes a collective sigh of relief once you're gone. His on-set behavior created such a hostile environment that he was deemed a terror, ultimately leading to his dramatic exit from one of TV's most popular shows. Number 7, Megan Fox. Megan Fox was Michael Bay's chosen eye candy for the Transformers franchise, but then she bit the hand that fed her and bit hard. Publicly comparing Bay to Hitler during an interview got her axed from Transformers 3, a move that even Steven Spielberg reportedly signed off on. But the real sin, the one that truly alienated her from the working class of Hollywood, happened on set. Stories from the crew paint a picture of a star who was not just difficult, but genuinely disrespectful. Showing up 4 hours late was apparently a regular occurrence. Refusing eye contact with crew members, treating them as if they were invisible, or worse, calling them peasants to their faces. Can you imagine the morale on a set where the leading lady actively demeans the very people making her look good?
They built a cabin, they built like all that acreage that was covered in snow that was all fake. Snow was made out of paper.
Really?
That's what they make movies now.
I'm sitting at home saying, oh, I bet her feet are cold.
Yeah, no. That's why we didn't do it. They wanted to do it in Russia in the winter, and I was like, nah, not gonna happen.
It wasn't just about a public spat. It was about a pattern of behavior that screamed arrogance and entitlement, making her a pariah among the hardworking individuals who bring blockbusters to life. Her reputation as disrespectful and difficult professionally wasn't just a rumor. It was a lived experience for many. And it cost her a massive franchise. Number 6, Shia Labeouf. From Disney Channel charm to blockbuster chaos, Shia Labeouf's career is a masterclass in self-sabotage through so-called method acting. His commitment to roles often crosses the line from dedicated to downright dangerous and alienating. On the set of the World War II drama Fury, for instance, Labeouf took things to a shocking extreme. He allegedly had a dentist pull out a perfectly healthy tooth to get into character. Not stopping there, he reportedly cut his own face with a knife repeatedly throughout filming to keep his wounds looking fresh. His co-star, Logan Lerman, recounted how Labeouf simply pulled out a knife and began cutting his face in a hallway. This wasn't an isolated incident. During the filming of Lawless, his on-set aggression allegedly boiled over into a brawl with co-star Tom Hardy. While Labeouf later framed it as playful wrestling, the film's director confirmed a fight did happen, and the two had to be restrained.
You don't deserve that kind of shit. You know what I mean? You don't deserve that kind of shit. Like, I don't deserve that kind of shit.
This kind of unpredictability creates a volatile and unsafe environment. Labeouf's brand of immersive acting, which also included not showering for months during Fury, has made him one of Hollywood's most unpredictable talents. His actions have repeatedly blurred the line between performance and genuine hostility, making many in the industry wary of his on-set presence. If you already knew 3 of these names, congratulations. You're clearly a connoisseur of Hollywood scandal. But if you didn't, or even if you did, hit subscribe, because the top 5 will melt your remaining faith in Hollywood and make you question every nice guy facade you've ever seen. Number 5, Russel Crowe. Russel Crowe, the stoic gladiator, the intense mathematician, the man who brings raw power to the screen. but off screen. That raw power sometimes translated into raw rage. Gladiator might have been his crowning achievement, but it also tested his patience and, reportedly, a producer's ribs. Crowe threatened to kill a veteran executive over script rewrites, a dispute that escalated dramatically. In a fit of pique, he hurled a telephone through a trailer wall, leaving a gaping hole. Director Ridley Scott, a seasoned veteran himself, reportedly kept the hole as a permanent reminder, a sort of battle scar, stating, "Never negotiate with a Roman in rage." Crowe, to his credit, later admitted, "I was a brat. I earned every headline." But that admission came much later. In the moment, his volatility was legendary, contributing to his image as an actor whose talent was undeniable, but whose temper was a dangerous force to be reckoned with. The physical threats and property damage cemented his reputation as a volatile actor who wasn't afraid to throw his weight around, literally. Number 4, Jared Leto. Jared Leto, the method actor who takes his craft so seriously, it often veers into the utterly bizarre and, frankly, unsanitary. When preparing for his role as the Joker in Suicide Squad, Leto decided to immerse himself fully, and he made sure his co-stars were immersed right along with him, whether they wanted to be or not.
But Jared, he never broke character, so I would say, "Hi, I'm Karen Fukuhara, nice to meet you, I'm Katana," and then he would come at me with, "Hi, pretty." That was the worst impression ever, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jared.
Desire becomes surrender, surrender becomes power.
His gifts included used condoms, dead rats, and, most infamously, the severed pig head found in the communal fridge. Viola Davis, a true professional, reportedly kept a bottle of pepper spray labeled Jared Repellent in her bag, just in case.
He sent a dead pig. Margot got a live rat.
The rat is a tame gift. I still have the snake he gave me, Pinky.
I mean, I did a lot of things to create a dynamic, to create an element of surprise, of spontaneity.
Come on, Quentin, do it!
We have got company.
Betsy.
Security had to step in after custodians quit en masse, traumatized by the discovery of the pig head. Warner Bros. Eventually had to ban him from bringing any more props, alive or dead, to future sets. This wasn't just quirky method acting. It was disruptive, unhygienic, and arguably harassing behavior that caused genuine distress and forced the studio to intervene. It raises the question, where does dedication to a role end and just being a menace begin? For Leto, the line seems to be very, very blurry. Number 3, Kathrine Heigl. Kathrine Heigl once seemed destined for rom-com superstardom, but her career trajectory took a sharp nosedive after a series of controversial public statements. It all started when she trashed her own hit movie, Knocked Up, calling it sexist. While an actor expressing an opinion is one thing, publicly lambasting a project that made you famous is another. Then came Grey's Anatomy. She withdrew her name from Emmy consideration, claiming the writing didn't deserve her. This was seen as a massive insult to the show's writers, producers, and her co-stars. The crew, in a classic Hollywood passive-aggressive move, retaliated by renaming her trailer The Ungrateful Hilton.
And having to just go, okay, there's nothing I can do about this except to sort of prove it wrong. You know, and the only way for me to prove it wrong is for people to have a work experience with me that doesn't speak to that at all.
Her demanding nature, including reportedly asking for 17-hour turnaround demands, further alienated her from the very people who could make or break her career. Ratings tanked, and ABC eventually canceled her contract. She later blamed bad headlines on bad luck, but many in the industry saw it as a direct consequence of her own choices and perceived ingratitude. Her career never truly recovered from the self-inflicted wounds of these public spats. Number 2, Christian Bale. Christian Bale is known for his intense performances, But sometimes that intensity spills over in a less than professional way. The most infamous example: his 4-minute, profanity-laced tirade on the set of Terminator Salvation. He unloaded on cinematographer Shane Hurlbut for simply walking into his eyeline during a crucial scene. The audio of his rant, a staggering 75 F-bombs, crashed servers and went viral, becoming an instant internet sensation and a stark reminder of his explosive temper. Bale reportedly threatened to walk off the set if Hurlbut wasn't fired. In a move that speaks volumes about Hollywood power dynamics, the studio sided with their star, forcing Hurlbut to issue a public apology rather than Bale. While Bale later apologized on radio, calling his behavior inexcusable, the incident cemented his reputation. To this day, crew members on his sets reportedly wear Bale-proof vests as an inside joke, a dark humor nod to the actor's notorious outbursts. It's a testament to his talent that he still gets roles, but it also shows that even an Oscar winner can be a terror behind the scenes. Number 1. Chevy Chase. If there's an original blueprint for the difficult actor, it's probably Chevy Chase. His career is littered with stories of clashes, insults, and outright hostility. On the set of Community, a show that arguably gave him a late career resurgence, he dropped the N-word during a rant, hoping to provoke a reaction. Co-star Donald Glover, who was present, called it casual cruelty, a chilling description of a man who seemed to relish making others uncomfortable. But the Community incident was just the latest in a long line of egregious behaviors. Decades earlier, on Saturday Night Live, he famously fought with Bill Murray, a physical altercation that left Murray with a bloody nose and Chase mocking his acne scars. He was known for making sexist and homophobic jokes during rehearsals, often targeting the show's writers and cast members. His reputation is so widespread and so deeply ingrained that it's said almost every major network keeps a no Chevy clause in their contracts. Even voiceover roles, usually a safe haven for aging stars, have dried up for him. There's been no comeback tour, no redemption arc. Just a lifetime ban from most major lots, a testament to a career defined as much by his talent as by his toxic behavior. He's not just hated, he's effectively blacklisted.